start breathing. The voices crash like waves. A boy named Clark is drowning in a maze, but in class he sees through the surface, through the skin, past the face, past the fear, to what lives within. A heart red and beaten, in every chest the same. And the boy understands we all share the same flame. We are the same beneath the skin. Same blood running, same light within. Strip away the surface and you'll find one universal beating heart of humankind. He could move mountains, but he stopped for something small. A tiny squirrel trembling, he caught it before the fall. A jet in a free fall, 10,000 holding their breath. He laid it down in the stadium like a feather, and we cheered back from the edge. Red and blue hats thrown together in the air. When something bigger than us comes, we stop and we stare. We are the same beneath the skin. Same blood running, same light within. Strip away the surface and you'll find one universal beating heart of humankind. Two warriors built from tragedy, shaped by loss and by grief. One word cracked the armor, one word brought release. Martha, your mother has her name. My mother has the same. We've been fighting our reflection. We were never to blame. Now see the nation circling like titans in the dark. The real dark sea's rising. Climate is its mark. It melts the ice. It floods the ground. It wears no flag or face. The enemy we all share, now it threatens their place. So lay the weapons, turn and take each other's hands. Hand the Justice League of humanity. Together we stand. We are the same beneath the skin. Same rivers running, same sky, same horizon. One planet, one ship, one flight, open your eyes. We stripped away the surface and we finally found one universal beating heart of humankind.
There have been a lot of racist comments coming from United States against Indians, Indian Americans. Now, this goes against the basic premise of India-US relationship. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, what's your third question?
On a lot of comments, racist comments coming from US. That, of course,
who made those comments?
We all have seen those comments, sir. We have seen endorsement of those comments.
Which ones?
So it's well known, sir.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know how to address that, but I'll take that very seriously about the comments. Look, I'm sure that there are people that have made comments online and other places, because every country in the world has stupid people. I'm sure there's stupid people here. There's stupid people in the United States that make dumb comments all the time. I don't know what else to tell you other than the United States is a very welcoming country. Our nation has been enriched by people who come to our country, have come from our country from all over the world, have become Americans, have assimilated into our way of life, and have contributed greatly. So that's all I can comment on that in regards to your point.
So many people have let their worst side come out through Trump.
Get the fuck out of here! Motherfucker! Our country! Don't fucking cook my burrito, bitch! Trump! I love Trump! Fuck you!
Are you
I
racist?
am the least racist person that you have ever met.
Shade and you call it a soul, a wavelength of light, and you think that you know. Photons bouncing off the surface of a man. That's your whole science, that's your whole stand. You made a whole cult out of melanin, a whisper of pigment, and you sorted your kin. You couldn't read a heart if it spelled out its name, but you'll judge a whole people by their sun-bleached or deprived brain. the universal red, blind to everyone's white within, blind to the same human soul behind every skin, past every surface, under every guise. You worship the rapper and you curse what's inside. You're blind to the red, blind to the bone. Crack the chest open, tell me what you find. A different blood, a separate kind. No same muscle clenching, same wet machine. Same fear, same hunger, same in between. Your grandfather's hatred is not coherent thought. It's a hand-me-down rod that he never fought. You swallowed fear and you called it the truth. You're not a hard thinker, friend, your stupidity's proof. The sun did the painting, that's all it was. A little more pigment, a little less gloss. And you took that nothing, that air, and built a whole hell to make people live there. You're blind to the universal red, blind to everyone's white within, blind to the same human heart in everyone you know. Past every surface, under every guise. You worship the rapper and you curse what's inside. You're blind to the red, blind to the bone. Open your eyes or keep them shut tight. The red blood runs deep and the bones gleam white. Through me, through you, through the ones you despise. One red, one white, one truth your hate can't hide from the light.
This is what Trump posted on May 23rd, 2026, in response to Ro Khanna's appearance on Fox News. And all this was happening in the backdrop of a racist Supreme Court ruling gutting the Voting Rights Act.
But I was very disappointed in the Virginia Supreme Court overturning an election. And then you have the Supreme Court basically taking away black districts in the Deep South that Dr. King and John Lewis fought for.
The effect of the Voting Rights Act on black political representation is simply astonishing. At the time of its passage, only 6 black people served in the House, none of them from the South. By 1969, there were 9. By 1972, the Deep South elected its first black representative since Reconstruction. The number soared in the 90s, and the current Congress started 2025 as the most racially diverse ever, with almost a quarter of representatives being from a minority group, including a record 66 black members.
In the 6 decades since it was signed, the Voting Rights Act became one of the most consequential laws in the nation's history, preventing discrimination against minorities at the ballot box. It also helped elect Black and Hispanic representatives at all levels of government. But on Wednesday, the Supreme Court hollowed out the landmark Civil Rights era law by striking down a majority Black congressional district in Louisiana. The Voting Rights Act was signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson on August 6, 1965, 5 months after the Bloody Sunday attack on civil rights marchers in Selma, Alabama, gave momentum to the bill.
Wherever there is discrimination, this law will strike down all restrictions used to deny the people the right to vote.
The Voting Rights Act of 1965 is a very big deal. It transformed America, marking the end of the Jim Crow era and effectively banning racial discrimination in elections.
It is to give all our people the right to choose their leaders. To deny this right, I think, is to deny democracy itself.
The stunning thing about the Voting Rights Act is just how fast it worked. So on the day it was signed, less than 7% of Black eligible voters in the state of Mississippi were registered to vote. Just 2 years later, that number was 60%.
But in the past few decades, conservative justices on the Supreme Court have taken major steps towards dismantling it.
The Supreme Court just finished hearing arguments in a major Republican challenge to the Voting Rights Act. This is a case that could gut key provisions that prohibit racial discrimination in redistricting.
This cause was already fought and won in the Civil War and in the civil rights of the 1960s. And now Republicans want to take us backwards. They need to learn about truth, justice, and the American way. Like maybe watch Superman. You know, the story about an alien who became an American and had the highest consciousness that let him see past the illusion of surfaces, that we're all the same inside. Thus, racism is un-American.
Are you all right, Clark? 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 Clark!
Clark, come out of there.
Leave me alone.
Clark, I have called your mother. Clark, honey, it's Mom. Will you open the door?
What's wrong with him anyway? He's such a freak crybaby. His parents won't even let him play with other kids.
Sweetie, how can I help you if you won't let me in?
The world's too big, Mom.